Okay, so I thought I would just narrate this part. I'm baking bread. Here I am putting on my apron. I didn't really talk to the camera a lot because I figured I would just put music over it. And then I was like, well, I don't know. I think I probably should have, but I didn't. And I already had all this footage. So I was like, hey, let's do a voiceover. So here I am doing the recipe. And I will post the recipe in the caption so that you can make this delicious gluten-free bread. It's actually fairly simple once you have it down, and if you don't have stubborn honey like I do, then it's pretty easy. Just don't do what I did. I made it the third time, I believe, and I accidentally put a cup of oil instead of a cup of water. Yeah, the end result was very different. Oh, I ran off to go get Annalise. She was probably getting in the trash or the bathroom or the cupboard or really anything she wasn't supposed to. And there she is sitting on the counter with me so that I can keep an eye on her. Because, if you have a toddler, you just know. They be getting in everything. Here I am measuring the yeast. With this recipe, you do need to weigh everything. The end result is so much better if you, there I am grabbing that from her, just trying to give her some measuring cups to play with. But you can't really measure it for volume. It won't turn out as well. I have not tried it that method because I'm going to trust the person who came up with the recipe. And I will post that link because she created it, so she should get the credit. Here I am measuring my flour. It's rice flour, which I've never used before, so that's fun. It actually uses a lot of rice flour. I'm going to have to try and find some flour in bulk so I don't have to just buy the tiny little bags from the grocery store. Probably would be easier if I got it in bulk. You can see Annalise playing with the with the yeast and the spoon. And I'm completely unfazed because, it's safe. It's not like she can get inside the jar and she's just banging spoons and measuring cups together and having a good old-fashioned time. And I'm measuring flour and doing this voiceover. Fun fact, though, I actually didn't know I was gluten-free until I was 16, I want to say. I had a lot of inflammation and I was just very bloated. I went off of gluten. 2 weeks later, everyone was just like, did you lose weight? You look like you lost weight. All these, I just looked completely different. And I'm like, no, I did not lose weight, I don't think. I stopped weighing myself when I was like a teenager. It was bad for my mental health, so I just quit. I just go off of how I feel and how I like to look. So that's me now, I just stay healthy and then I'm like, I feel fantastic. I'm normal, I'm regulated, whatever. I look a certain way, I like it, all these things, whatever. I don't weigh myself because I just don't. So I went off gluten and they were like, did you lose weight? And I was like, actually, I just went off gluten. And of course they were all like, what's gluten? And I was like, oh yeah. So it's this poison that people put in bread. I'm just kidding. Here I am measuring the salt. I wanted to show you an up close on how to measure salt, just in case you didn't know. Anyways, I'm going to stop this voiceover before it gets too annoying. Okay, so it's all done. I'm going to let it rise for 45 minutes to an hour, maybe more, depending on how well it rises. Wow, that sun really shined. So I'm going to put it over here
let it rise so Annalise doesn't get a hold of it. She's been hanging out with me on the counter, her favorite spot, while I am recording these videos and cooking and everything. Do you want to say hi? No, she does not. So anyways, there it is. So excited. It was so good last time, so I have high hopes that it's going to be as delicious this time. I forgot to record the putting it in the oven process, but here she is, all finished. This one tastes better.